Hey guys, Kaufman is a live YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at a new comic book that just came out, Ultimate Spider-Man number 8, written by Jonathan Hickman and Marco Checchetto is the artist. We got Spider-Man and Iron Lad on the cover, as he's known in this Ultimate Universe. He's a young Tony Stark, and he's kind of kickstarted the heroes returning here in this Ultimate Universe. So if you haven't been reading along with any of the Ultimate comics, basically the evil Reed Richards, the maker, has remade the world without heroes, but the good quote unquote Reed Richards that's in this universe, Doctor Doom, and a young Tony Stark have found that out, and they've gone back in time and tried to restart the superhero movement here in what's called the 6160. So in this issue, Iron Lad is checking up on Peter to see if he's become a hero yet, since he's given him his abilities and his suit. He's told this version of Peter that he's actually a superhero in another universe. So that's kind of where we're at here. I did want to make mention that they put the cover on the inside cover here with no border or logo on it. And I think that looks great. I've been complaining about how these covers have the logo kind of obstructing parts of the drawings. And a lot of these covers have been cool, but I just kind of wanted to see the whole work of art. So I don't know if Marvel's been watching my videos or not, but they've kind of wised up and they're putting the full art here on the inside cover. And I really like that. It looks really good. And it kind of gives the Ultimate Comics a different feel. And if they started doing stuff like this on their regular line of comics, I would not be adverse to that. So we'll get into this book here. We actually get a whole data sheet of all the characters, which I think is kind of new to this title, a whole cast. So we start off in August, as this book goes month to month, like with us. So next month in September it will come out, and the comic will start with September. Another thing I've noticed about all these issues is they all start off with these like 2 or 3 panel page breakdowns. And the first panel is always a referenced image. This is like a photo copied image into this book. And then the second panel is always drawn. So definitely a choice. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to convey here. Maybe trying to say that this is... we're entering out of the real world into this new fantasy kind of, this like synthetic world almost created by the maker. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to convey, but I've been kind of picking it up on the last few issues, but it kind of clicked in this issue when I was reading that that's what they're doing. So. And basically, this comic starts off with Peter acting like my teenager, as MJ's saying we're going to be late, and he's just ... completely zoned out, staring off into space here. So they're going to the kid's birthday party. We actually learned that both of their kids have birthdays. It's in the same month, so they're kind of celebrating it all together. And Peter, he's just thinking about how now he's Spider-Man, he's a hero now, so he's got a lot on his mind. And as he's about to leave, his Pico suit, which is this ball where he keeps it, which was given to him by Tony Stark, it starts talking to him, talking back like an AI, like Siri or something. So, which starts to freak him out, and actually, it's really some creepy stuff that he starts saying to Peter. So we see Peter's reflection here in this ball as he asks what can it do that he doesn't know about, and he says, oh, a lot of things. So some very creepy stuff, and I like where this storyline is going. It's definitely an interesting take on like the symbiote, which I mean clearly this is going to be like Venom. Even in the speech bubbles it's black and white like how they do in the Venom comics. So but I really like this take on it. And so we head back to 3 weeks ago, because as I said, this comic goes month to month. So it's not going to be when it ends an issue on a cliffhanger, it's not going to pick up immediately from where that cliffhanger ended. So we actually got to flash back to where we were in the last issue here, and we've got Iron Lad. He's talking to Spider-Man about his suit, and Spider-Man, he's got some questions about his suit, obviously, which we learned earlier in this issue as we were flash forward. So some good storytelling there. And Peter wants to know why his suit is so different from Iron Lad's, which is also different from the Green Goblin's, which is some Stark tech. So, and Iron Lad explains that the Pico suit that Peter has was actually created by his father as well as the other suits, but it was the last thing he was working on, and it's much more complex than anything Tony can really comprehend at this point. So Tony doesn't even really have all the answers to the suit that he's given to Peter. So, and the Green Goblin won't show his face to Iron Man, but since it's Stark Tech, he knows how to open the suit, and he sees his face, and he learns that it's Harry Osborn, and the Osborn Corporation actually bought the Stark Stain Corporation. So they're kind of butting heads there, and probably will be again soon in either the Ultimates or in this book. So I like what that's getting set up there too. So Iron Lad shoots off here, and can't really see his legs. They're hidden behind the front of his legs there. It's kind of a little weird drawing, but we get Peter picking up the cake and candles at the bakery. He's got Ben, his uncle, who's still alive in this universe, and Jonah Jameson is with them as well. And those two have started their own paper as they learned that the Daily Bugle was being run by Wilson Fisk. So they bounced out of there. They're starting their own thing, and they want Peter to join. But with everything else going on in Peter's life, he's really not too sure if that's what he wants to do. He's going to have to talk to his wife, obviously, which is a smart move. And we get a little bit about J. Jonah Jameson and Ben and their relationship. Ben says he brought Jonah along because he thinks Jonah might be lonely. And then Jonah is talking to Peter's son and says he just tagged along because he thinks his uncle might be lonely. So, and then he also explains that, you know, him and Ben, they share some common interests, and that's why, you know, they're still working together, and I guess they really don't have anyone else. So I could definitely see, you know, some people thinking this could be heading towards like some sort of like homosexual relationship between Jameson and Ben, and maybe it is, but to me it just seems like they're really good friends, and they're just trying to, you know, help each other out, because they're both going through the same thing right now, and they're both they both lost their wives. So then we get kind of the birthday party. We get a whole shot of the family and all the kids here. And honestly, at this point in the comic, there really hasn't been too much going on in this issue. You know, a couple little character things here and there, which was nice. But I was kind of expecting a battle maybe between Iron Lad and Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. We never really got any of that. So I was a little bit disappointed with this issue. But then the issue kind of switches, and we start learning more about what Wilson Fisk is up to. He's putting together this, it's a Sinister Six team, essentially. And we learn that there's villains in charge of each of the 5 boroughs in New York. Mr. Negative, the original Black Cat, Walter Hardy. And they actually bring up that he's got a daughter, and his wife died. So, and obviously he's got a black wife, so he's got a mixed daughter now, so the Black Cat is half black. So, of course, you know, Marvel had to do that. Not something I'm against. I think that's totally cool for this universe. So, but we got the original Black Cat here. He's teaming up with Mr. Negative, and we've got Kraven the Hunter as well. Mysterio showing up here, and we learn that the final member is going to be the Mole Man. So definitely an interesting set of Sinister Six, a unique Sinister Six for this universe for sure. No Electro, no Sandman, no Green Goblin. So Mysterio really is kind of, and I suppose Craven, they're kind of like the uh, only two kind of original members. So, and that's where we leave this issue. I don't know. This was a hit or miss issue for me, kind of. We did get some character development, but not a whole lot of action really at all. And some solid artwork, though. I really love Marco Checchetto's faces. He draws really unique faces on every character. Everyone really stands out, even these background characters, you know. And the art is really good. The backgrounds look great. And I even his webs that at first I wasn't a big fan of. I kind of like, you know, like Todd McFarlane or Ryan Stegman's webs, these big thick webs. But with his delicate line work in this book, these webs look really cool. Just kind of silky little webs. So those are pretty much all my thoughts on Ultimate Spider-Man. It's still one of my favorite books. I love the storylines and everything that's building to. A couple issues here and there, like maybe this one, are feel like a bit of filler, but again, I'd say a mild recommendation. So thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. I do make daily comic book videos. I post every single day. So if you like videos like this, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one.